if you took a life, would you like in a fight, like in like a sport fight? What do you do? Because there was a boxer that did that, wasn't it?
There's multiple. Okay, there's plenty of occasions where boxers died in the ring. Some don't like can't fight again.
I couldn't.
Like they're like guilt or whatever. They can't do it. It was Ray, Boom Boom Mancini against some other guy, and it was quite weird how before the fight the other guy had brought a coffin with him to the fight and was like, it's either gonna be me or him in that coffin. And this is the fight because it was still 15-round fights in boxing at this point, and after this fight, that's when everyone was like, okay, 12 rounds only, and they introduced the standing 8 count afterwards because it used to be once you got up off the floor, once your hands are off the floor, then like your opponent can come in and hit you. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
You see that like Jack Dempsey versus Jess Willard. When Jess was on the floor, Dempsey's like the ref doesn't make you go to the opposite corner. Like the ref just like watches, and then you see like Jack Dempsey like standing there waiting for him. Once his hands leave the floor, it's bang 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 back on him. He's fucking mad. And not Ray Mancini, but the other guy. He was stopped. He was knocked out in the 14th round, and he left on a stretcher, and he ended up going into a coma and then passing away.
Yeah, bro. Fucking. Boxing's more dangerous than MMA, in my opinion.
I think it's because I've been thinking about this. Because we've got bigger gloves, you'd think,
More padding.
right, more padding is going to be a lot safer, but you're not going to get knocked out as easy, so you're going to take more blows to the head.
Much more like trauma, and then also the standing 8 count. If you get knocked out, if you can, like Tyson Fury comes back from the fucking dead. He was knocked out, but he came back. Like you don't have that in MMA because the risk is so high with such small gloves.
Yeah, because if I get hit with a big head kick, yeah, it's very traumatic and I get knocked out, but I'm not gonna get any more.
You're gonna take no.
Like that's one.
Yeah, you might take. Say if you get a head kicked, you might take an extra punch on the ground, which is like a bit dodgy when fighters do that. But it's like I understand in the heat of battle.
It's two.
Yeah,
it's two blows. But then if I'm like, I get hit with like a 10-punch combination over 36 minutes or 45 when it was 15 rounds. That's a hell of a lot more punishment, and especially if say like I was getting hit a lot to the head, I could try and take it to the ground. I can't really do that with.
You can't do it on boxing. Fucking,
like
you should like try and clinch, but even then it's like
yeah.
There's a lot of you see a lot of like early stoppages in MMA because refs are so scared of like you see they want to protect you essentially.
That's their job, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're in charge of making sure you don't die.
But with boxing, I've seen more late stoppages in boxing than I have early stoppages in UFC. Like I saw a couple of ages ago where the fighter's literally shouting at the ref in boxing, "Stop the fight," because he can't like. It's just like you. Who was the guy who got hit in the back of the head, and then is now like in a wheelchair and shit?
Yeah, I know who you're on about.
I don't know his name.
I can't remember his name, but that ref should have been fired. Should have been banned.
Yeah,
because he got hit in the back of the head multiple times. Didn't do anything.
Yeah, it's sort of prison. I feel like if it's when your job is people rely on you, their lives, they put their lives in your hands. I feel like that's prison. That's like manslaughter or something.
And that boxer probably shouldn't fight again because he was fighting incredibly dirty, like punching to the back of the head, knowing.
Yeah.
Like, you don't like punch him to the back of the head and think, oh, multiple times. I think, oh,
yeah.
I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like you're clearly doing it for some reason. There's another guy. Do you know who Jel McLennan is?
No.
He was a really good he could fucking like hit hard, and he had a fight with Nigel Benn in the 90s, and he almost knocked Nigel Benn out. Like he knocked him out of the ropes, but Nigel Benn like fought through, and like Nigel Benn could also punch like a fucking horse as well. And at one point in the fight, Gerald McLennan started blinking a lot. Like started like he was like doing like that.
Yeah, I've been there. When you hit me in the fucking nose, it's like.
Well, no, 'cause it was like it's different from that.
Yeah, I imagine I'm taking the piss.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that you hitting me twice in the nose is the same as that shit.
I can't. I think he got. Did he get? I think he got stopped as well, and was he? He was either stopped or knocked out, and then he later went in like had like a brain injury and whatnot, and now he's like vegetated as well.
That's so
and
sad.
I don't think Nigel Benn might have fought again afterwards, but like there's a video of him like seeing Gerald in the wheelchair like coming to see him, and he just starts breaks down and cries.
I'm not surprised.
Just like seeing like doing that to a man is
because
it's horrible.
You're against each other, your opponents in that moment. It's why I always like to see respect after a fight, because it's like you're both there to get paid and to win a fight, but it doesn't mean that you are necessarily against each other. It's like that just because you're the bad guy doesn't mean you're a bad guy. It's like
the refs there and the corner is there to save the fighters from themselves, because if you're a fighter, you're a fighter. That's what you do. No matter, even if you're hurting, you keep going. But there's a certain point where like someone needs to pull the reins in and kind of stop you from doing that, because that's when like the permanent injuries come and the long-lasting injuries come.
Yeah, the fucking the shakes and the CTA.
Seeing like Muhammad Ali,
it's so
like
sad.
like when was it? I think it was '84 Olympics when he was like holding up the Olympic torch, and you see him walking up like.
Yeah.
And it's like.
Do you think that because back what is Muhammad Ali's official record? You know.
Probably like 60 or 77 fights.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's a lot of fucking fights. The average person won't have that many. Do you think that is still as prevalent of an issue?
Well, the amount of fights you have.
No, I mean, as in, because we have so much less fights now. Do you think that the sort of long-lasting damage, like, do you think it's still an issue?
Yeah.
But do you think it's the same severity?
No, definitely not, because especially like in the very early days, like in the 30s and 40s, like boxers would fight multiple times a month, wouldn't they? Usually now, if someone takes like it gets knocked out, they are mandated to take a few months off and get multiple brain scans to make sure that they're sound to go back in the ring again. Back in those days, they were like, "Oh, I got knocked out. All right, 2 weeks."
Yeah, take a paracetamol, sleep it off.
Yeah, like, they were built fucking different back in those days. But a lot of more people would have been like more like especially after their career, very fucked up. Yeah, it's quite scary. And then again, they fought 15-round fights. Even like before the 15 rounds was in, they would just fight until someone gave up.
Yeah,
they'd go on for like hours. Hours. Imagine fighting for hours. It's been like 2 hours, and you're both standing there like your jaw's broken, and you're fighting bare knuckle.
Yeah, bro. Fucking early UFC where they'd fight in bare knuckle and they'd wear whatever the fuck they want. Like, I think Royce Gracie won the first official UFC. Oh shit. Kenzie. Nice. You should have had him make a surprise guest appearance on the podcast. Like Royce Gracie wins by like submission, but they're all just wearing whatever the fuck they want. He's in a gi and like just bare knuckle.
I watched like the first couple of like Royce Gracie fights, and I remember he just kind of like he would run at him, feint like a knee, and then just shoot a takedown.
And then
no one really knew about jiu-jitsu then, did they? So you could just spam that and he'd win.
Yeah, basically.
It's just that one move and he'd win, wouldn't he?
Fucking hell. God, to be that good at like jiu-jitsu, where you are so comfortable, as like you can't touch me.
I still haven't read his book. I need to read this book there. I really want to read it.
Poser.
I am. Like, I'm gonna like go.
Oh shit! What time
like
is
it's 5:30.
Oh fuck! Well, I'm fast.
Yeah. Yo, thanks for watching this this clip. If you liked watching this, somewhere around the screen will be like the full episode or whatever, and you can go watch that. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like and comment. We'll hopefully see you in the next episode.